Hello and welcome to episode number 100 of the AEG show, man. We've been at it forever, it feels like. It's like they say time flies and you're having fun and shit. It doesn't. It sucks. But episode 100, we have, of course, we have Marlon, our recorder for the night.
Guys.
Hi, buddy.
What's up?
We have Colt 40 cracking another beer.
Hey!
Hey.
We have JB.
Hello.
And we have, for the second time on the show, we have Chitose. How's it going tonight?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh, wonderful.
Good.
Wonderful.
Good.
Better now that you're here. We're going to
Oh.
have a hell of an
We're good
episode.
if you're
You don't have to suck up.
Oh, that's not a suck up. That's excitement.
Oh.
We have plenty of shit talking to do in this episode, apparently. So we got to sweeten it up
Okay
a little
with
bit at
that.
the beginning. But I am your host this week, DG3. These guys aren't going to call me that, but I just want to say it slow for those listening to the show. But we got a lot of things. We've got a lot of things to talk about tonight. Obviously, we're going to talk about what she's been doing, because it's been, 6-7 months since you've been on the show?
I think it was November. So,
Oh,
yeah.
It feels like way longer.
It does feel like way longer than that.
Might be able to get a third episode in before the end of the year. But yeah, so we're going to talk. Obviously, we're going to make her the centerpiece of the show. That's what we do with our guests, if you haven't noticed before. We're going to talk about what she's been up to with gaming and all the editing and all the videos that she's been making over on YouTube. We're talking about where we prefer to stream our content to or post our content to. And we're going to talk about a little bit about what's going on in the world, because it's a pretty big topic. We talked about it last time out, and it's still going on. It's still bigger than ever.
Yeah.
So definitely got to talk about it. And then we got some people to call out for doing some fake giveaways on the internet. We see you.
Bitches.
We see you. And then later in the show we have an announcement.
I
That we
have
have
an
to make.
announcement.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You're pregnant.
You're all pregnant.
Jeff has an
I-
announcement for the end
Yeah,
of the show.
spoiler alert, I am pregnant. Thank you.
Yeah, he's been pregnant with Doom Guy's baby, So
I mean, if that's the baby I'm gonna have, I mean, that's kind of the one I would want. He has saved us from hell twice, so.
Good
fair
point.
enough. But anyway, let's jump right into it. Chi, what the hell have you been up to? I know we see you on Twitter a lot. We know some of it, but for those that don't know.
Oh boy. So I did end up making this. Okay, so I went back to Twitch for a little bit, and then I was like, Twitch's community is pretty toxic. Like I thought it was gonna change. I had like feelings that it was gonna change, but it didn't.
Hope for the
So-
best in people.
I do a little too much. So I ended up deciding from here on out, and I've been wanting to do like walkthroughs anyway, rather than just straight up just streaming it. So I moved to YouTube. I've been doing multi-streaming with Facebook as well. So a lot of it's on my Facebook page, and yeah, that's where I've been content creating wise. And yeah, like you said, I've been doing some video edits. I like to do like those AMVs and stuff like that to video games. That's kind of been my thing for like 10 years. So it's just a little side hobby I do on Sony Vegas. Some of them
Sony
are
Vegas, how do you like that? I know Marlon has Adobe and all that.
I've used Vegas for the past 10 years. I swear on it. And a lot of people are like, well, After Effects is really cool. I'm like, they're practically the same program. After Effects does a little bit more, but there's plugins you can get for Sony Vegas that does the same thing.
yeah, trust me, as somebody who's been trying to get into like that type of stuff, just video editing and After Effects. Sony Vegas, the one thing that I can definitely say is that it's a little bit more user-friendly than Adobe.
Yeah, I looked at After Effects once. I'm like, no, we're just gonna look at Sony Vegas, dude. If you can get After Effects, Sony Vegas should be easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
We saw that like I said, I said something before the show, but I saw that video you did for Final Fantasy X, and I appreciate that always. So you can do more of those for sure. And that is a fantastic song, obviously.
Of course,
the song
you
never
appreciate
gets old.
that.
oh yeah,
She did one with Mr. Brightside.
Oh, that's
is that what it was?
yeah, it was
Yeah,
Mr.
it was
Brightside.
Mr.
It was a
Brightside.
remix of it. It was
That's
pretty
legit.
cool.
With
Yeah.
Final Fantasy X. It was like
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
as you guys know, I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. I'm trying to find, because I have all the trailers for Final Fantasy VII. I've been trying to find a song to do with it, but I haven't found anything yet. So maybe we'll get one when
2
more.
weeks, boys.
Yeah.
Have you thought about trying out any anime songs to go along with that, or have you thought of just an American English ones?
I mean, I've done J-pop before, and I've done K-pop, and I did everything. I pretty much like think of it. I've done it. So
very eclectic.
So moving on from that, I am playing Chrono Trigger right now on YouTube. I am replaying through that. I'm gonna try to get all the endings. There's like 15 different endings to that game.
Game is fantastic.
It is a very fantastic game, and I thought I was like blinded by nostalgia, but no, it's just overall, it's like the foundation of RPGs in my opinion. So
agreed.
Yeah.
I played it. I need to play it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one. I think they have it on Steam and stuff. You could pick it up pretty dirt cheap.
And it's a phone port too. So like if you're out and about, like I play video games on my phone at work all the time. So that's
awesome.
like the best.
I mean,
part
if her boss is listening, no, she does not play games
No,
on her phone at work.
Hey, I work overnight, so they expect me to like
Oh,
be
okay.
doing stuff like that. So
You're fine.
But yeah, like I said, I've been starting the end of December, like December 26th or so. I told myself that I needed to lose weight. I wanted to get healthy. I wanted to start lifting. I wanted to do all that fun stuff. So I was going to the Y, but the Y is $53 a month.
Yikes.
I was like, forget that. I don't even use your pool. So I switched to Planet Fitness, which I know a lot of crap gets said about Planet Fitness, but for someone that is just a beginner with weightlifting, and
should be fine.
yeah, that's what I said.
It says,
And it's only what, $15 a
I was gonna
month?
say, just ask Marlon. He's a personal trainer, so I mean, he's got this. He knows what's going on.
I have made my feelings about Planet Fitness in this podcast really quite evident and quite clear. But I am not going to dump on the guys because I understand that their business model, it is not for the advanced lifter. They are meant for beginners and intermediate who just want to get a decent workout without, being hassled. I understand that. I think they're complete absolute fucking crap, but that's beside the case.
I'm just dead broke, so
Yeah, it's not for guys who can't lift without grunting.
Oh yeah, no, so I do leg pressing. Like I do free weights for leg pressing. I don't like machine. I get 45s, it's like on each side, and I leg press. And I grunted the first time on accident, and then I felt so bad. I'm like, oh, like no.
Here's the thing for me though, and I don't wanna try this to rant it out. It's just that for me is this. I don't grunt. When I work, I hate grunting. When it is how can I say this?
Primal yell.
No, I have no issues with grunting. My issue with grunting is, let's say that Jeff is on the leg press machine and he has 0 weights on it, right? And he's like, "Ah! Ah!" I'm like, what are you doing?
Stop I would do that. Hell with that.
But like that push though, like sometimes you have to like when I'm breathing. I'm really bad in proper breathing too. That's another thing. I'm really bad at breathing, and I'm working on it.
So if it's a struggle, if you are just pushing to your max, I have no issue with grunting because I know you're giving a max effort. But if I see a guy who's using the 5-pound dumbbells and he's like, and I'm like, okay, shut up. That is not max effort. You're just being an asshole now. So that's my issue with grunting.
I've had guys like get on the machine next to me, like actual machines, and he's just jacked. This guy looks like he does free weights. He looks jacked, and he's just like grunting as loud as he can. I don't know if he was just trying to get attention or what, but I was like,
well,
all right.
If the internet has taught you anything, is people can't work out without posting about it. So.
Oh yeah, I post my crap all the time, but people say that's because it's inspirational.
No, it's just funny. I love the people that post like photos of themselves drinking a protein shake, but they're staring at the camera while they're doing it. Like,
that's so gross.
check this out. Like, fucking shit's good.
like for me, if it's your job, for example, if you're a personal trainer and it's your job to try to maintain your brand, I understand that you're gonna have to do photos and pictures and videos like that. But if it's just you being a complete douchebag and you got nothing to show for it, and you're like posing for the mirror, your back looks like shit, your form looks like shit, and you're still going.
There's a toilet in the background.
Yeah, there's a toilet in the background.
It's like the dirtiest toilet too.
Like there's graffiti on the walls. It's like, I just made some gains, bro. I feel so great. I'm like,
it's like the shittiest thing. No shaming, but
I know a lot of people do it for motivation. Like they do it to like keep themselves motivated. Like, hey, look, I
do that. Yes,
yeah,
that's why I do it.
I'm gonna make jokes about it, but I understand why people do it for sure.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like I understand the point of it. I just don't understand the need to do it 24/7. So it's like you see their Instagram feed, and it's like the same pose, the same place, the same lighting every single time. I'm like, yo, nobody needs to see 400 photos of you just going with your biceps like this. Nobody needs to see that. Just move on. Move on. Do something with your life. So, like, no.
That's exactly why I unfollowed Marlon on social media.
Oh.
And I'm okay with that. No. And I am okay with that.
I follow him.
I
follow Marlon because he inspires me.
Of course.
I'm not even gonna get into it. This is
look,
her episode.
I just want to make it known while we're on the show. Marlon's our big weightlifter guy. Like, look at this guy. He's just fucking. Look how good he is.
I am not. For Christ's sakes.
And for those of you who can't see us right now, which is all of you because this is audio only.
Which is all of you because that's how podcasts work.
Yes. I'm a 30-year-old dad bod, and I challenged Marlon to a fight. He said no.
No.
I think he said no because he thought you would win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He won't fight me.
I won't fight him. I won't fight him because in the event that I do for some miracle of life end up winning, I know for a fact that he's gonna come back, get stronger, beat the fuck out of me. Okay.
I think we should start a hashtag. Just let them fight.
I think we should try to pull on Twitter who would win a fight.
If we get like a certain amount of votes,
Marlon can vote for me.
Do it.
I'll vote for him. I'll make some bot freaking accounts.
Yeah, get some burner Twitter accounts.
Like 10,000 burner accounts, and just put freaking Dalton's gonna win and just leave it at that, okay? Because I don't fight.
Marlon,
you guys should do it. This is how we're gonna get YouTube views.
Yes, let's do it.
What? Paul Logan and freaking KSI all over again.
None of us will throw the fight.
God Lord.
But
Barstool Sports has Rough and Rowdy. This is what we have.
Yeah. Have you been doing? You said you've been weightlifting and stuff. Have you been doing like cardio and all that stuff too? Or
yeah,
just, like,
I do cardio. I before the gym closed, I was doing 45 minutes on the treadmill, and then I was doing stair stepper, or I was rowing. I was doing at least something, and then weightlifting on top of that, doing free weights.
Is the Planet Fitness anywhere near where you live? Like, is it?
It's about so I live in a small town of 44,000, so it's a giant circle, and so I'm on the north side of that circle, and the gym's on the south side of that circle.
Okay, so
it's only like a 4-mile drive, but still.
That's definitely doable.
Yeah, it's doable.
The closest Planet Fitness to us, for example, is Sandusky, Ohio, which is about 20 minutes away, Jeff. You ever take?
Yeah. 15 minutes depending on which way you take. There is an Anytime Fitness in Norwalk, but
we have Anytime here too.
It's like $45 a month though.
Right, it's not cheap at all. And the rec center, I mean, has stuff as well, but that's also not super cheap either.
I'm actually kind of embarrassed. You know the population of your town that you live in, and I have no idea what Norwalk's population is.
I looked it up.
I think it's ballpark like 20,000.
Oh my God, that's a small town, bro.
Dalton lives in a village. Dalton doesn't even live in a city.
Yeah, technically you live in the village Monroeville. Dalton.
That's right, but I consider Norwalk my home.
I lived in a town of 500 people before here, so.
Did you?
Yeah, me and my ex-husband, he was in oil field, so we had to be in that central location, and it was dead. There was maybe like 2 restaurants and a tiny little convenience store.
It kind of sounds awesome though. Like, it sounds awful if you want to go do shit, but it sounds awesome because, like, as an introvert myself.
The The closest Walmart was 70 miles away.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
that doesn't sound awesome.
70 miles? Jesus.
70. Yes,
70.
70,
Wow.
70.
70.
God damn.
I went to college 30 miles away, 4 days a week.
Fuck
How in
that.
the-
Yeah.
Okay, that is dedication right there, because you would have not dragged me anywhere that.
Right.
In contrast, here in Miami, because it's fucking in Miami, you know, there's a fucking
Right.
there's a fitness center like there's a Gap in fucking New York City, you know, one in every corner. So,
Right.
Obviously, they're all closed down there too, aren't they, Marlon? Or
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's about 12 fitness centers within 10 to 5 miles away from my house.
Oh, wow.
But all of them are expensive as fuck. All of them are about $45 to $70 per month, and don't even get me started on Equinox, which is like $300 a month. So, yeah.
Jesus.
those weights better lift themselves at that
Seriously.
Dude, man. Equinox, it is a great place to work. It is a great place to work out if you want to meet singles who are very rich. But if you're gonna be there for working out decently,
I was
like
talking to my wife about
that
that.
is not where you want to go. I mean, they have a freaking seaside pool and freaking actual like warming pools and everything like that. But it's like, no, that's not what I like. In contrast, my job, which is the fitness center that I work at, you know, for free for me. So, but it's closed. So, I'm pissed off about it. And like I said before, I don't know if I said it in the podcast or not, but there is no freaking plates, barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells, or any fitness equipment available in either Amazon, Rogue Fitness, Dick's Sporting Goods.
I've noticed that too. I've been using my 8 pounds, which are really light, and I'm really upset because I need like 15s now, and I'm just like, oh.
Start tying shit to them.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing that too.
Do you have a car? You might have to get a rope and tie yourself to your car and drive.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, other than that, what else? I'm moving to California. I know I mentioned that in Twitter. Yeah, it's pretty, like, it's not up in the air. Like, I'm moving out of North Dakota either way, but it's still, like, with this whole thing going on, it's just very difficult to save money when it's been pretty bad.
Yeah, this coronavirus has hit everybody in any type of way, shape, or form.
It's fucking with people pretty bad right now, for sure.
I mean, it's making Jeff drink wine, for crying out loud, with cream soda. So
with cream soda.
What can I tell?
Gotta make that wine line.
What you have, man.
But yeah, other than that, nothing really.
Do you have like friends in California that you're going to like live by?
No, Naki's family lives in California.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like his business. Like they're running a restaurant. They're gonna buy a restaurant, and he's gonna be head chef. And and I'm like, I don't have any, like, if everyone's like moving, I'm like, where am I going? Because I won't have any roommates or anything, and I don't like living by myself. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean.
Where at in California?
San Francisco.
Oh shit.
Oh, nice. You're gonna
big
enjoy
time.
yourself. She's moving to the big time, brother. She's going to be a 49ers fan. Yeah, right.
God, no. I'm still like Detroit. Like the Lions are so bad, but like I'm from Detroit, so I mean, yeah. I don't know. I know people who move and they still like their hometown teams. So.
Hey,
yeah, we all live by Cleveland, so.
Right. Oh God.
The struggle as a Cleveland sports fan.
Yeah.
Pretty real.
I mean, at least Detroit has good hockey. I mean, they haven't had good hockey in like 20 years, but
had good hockey.
Had good hockey, but still.
Yeah.
Nothing really else. Twitter is doing okay. TNF, we're doing good. We started bringing more content creating stuff into it. I'm not saying we're becoming a content creating Discord, but we are doing more content creating related things. We are rating people on their channels. We're like, if someone's like live, I have a tag in the Discord that's raid team, and we'll get a bunch of people together and we'll go like be like TNF raid in their chat. And
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like doing that because I like seeing streamers smile. I like making people happy. Yeah. So I thought that'd be fun to do again. I used to do it when I ran a streaming community. But
Yeah, we know.
yeah.
It's cool to see that you guys are still doing the TNF thing. I know, like, that's kind of been like a group effort for sure, and it seems to be growing quite a bit. You guys always have shit going on, which is awesome.
It is.
It's a struggle with stuff like that, though, to find people that are gonna like stay like
And be active, because Discord is very hard to get people to be active in.
Yeah.
Especially because everyone's like, well, there's 1,000 Discords. What makes yours special? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like, but we're such a close knit group, and we have such a solid core group that we're not going anywhere. No matter.
Yeah, we definitely like. I've had a couple people that ask us because we don't have a public Discord. Like, we're a bunch of standoffish pricks. So we
you guys
are.
should though.
Oh,
It would help.
okay. All right.
But,
It would help with your
He's
networking.
one of
but
us.
when we do get people that ask us like this kind of stuff, we'll usually send them to you guys, and if you guys want to do that,
Awesome.
that's,
Yeah.
I think we've sent a couple people. I don't know if they ever got with you or not, but we definitely.
Okay.
There are people like, because we're not really a community, you know, we're a
Right.
show.
You
so.
guys are a podcast, a bunch
Yeah.
of standoffish pricks, like you said.
Yeah,
You know.
I've thought about making a public Discord several times, but we're just we're not too talkative, to be honest with you. Like, we try to engage as much on Twitter as we can.
Honestly, I
And you guys do great.
we might be more talkative though if we had a public Discord. Like
Maybe you guys should, and it would honestly help.
we
Like,
could
Jeff,
at least.
I'll let
test
you
that.
take care of that.
I
if
was
you
gonna
want.
say I will. Wait, 'cause you're gonna go back to work soon, so I'm gonna be kind of at the helm of this thing. So maybe I'll give it a
still
shot.
have 2 hours, and my work is 9 minutes away, and I'm ready. So we're good. We have time.
That's good. If you
Yeah.
haven't noticed, Jeff is the sweetheart of AEG. Like, he's like, if we were a boy band,
Okay.
he's
I'm-
the sweet one.
Yeah, I think it's also because I'm like the least confrontational person here. So
Yeah.
See, I'm very confrontational, and I'm very honest and blunt. If you guys see on Twitter, I'm very forward, and I'm kind of a jerk sometimes. I don't mean to be. People just need to listen. Like,
Yeah.
don't do stupid things and not expect to get called out on it.
Yeah, none of us are confrontational at all, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know, right? I know, right? We're
No,
so
I've
sweet.
seen you get at people on Twitter and stuff a couple times. I usually just laugh, like, because it's funny. I mean, I know exactly how it is. Like, I know exactly what it like feels like to want to just rip people apart. But
there's content creators, right? And
Yeah.
they're so, some of them can be so superficial with one another.
oh, absolutely.
And we can probably talk about the giveaways with this. Like, people do things for clout that's ridiculous, and I'm like, are you kidding? Like,
Yeah.
this is what you said, something completely different last week than you're saying this week.
Yep.
I see it all the time, and it gets old.
Yeah.
And so I call them out on it.
Yeah.
And they don't
A lot
like
of
it.
people, like, yeah, exactly. A lot of people, especially now more than ever, like, we have the internet, obviously.
Right.
People are trying to become streamers all the time. That everyone wants those big ninja numbers, or whoever the big streamers are. They want that. They think like, oh, I've got a game console and the internet. I could do that too. You know, I've talked about this several times. Being a content creator is not as easy as people think it is. Like, if you want to get big and stay big, and people not forget about you, you gotta be on that shit all the time. You gotta put in hours.
This is my second job. Content creating is my second job. I do it even at my other job. Like, I'm always talking on Twitter. I'm always interacting with other people. I'm always working on Discord. I'm always working on something. Something always has to be done, and I'm always on top of that. And if people can't be as dedicated, or like they just no, like people are wondering, well, why do I only have one viewer? Because you don't talk to anybody, and you make everything self-centered. You can't make yourself self-centered as a content creator. And
You gotta
expect
stay
to grow.
consistent too. You gotta keep putting it out content on a schedule. Like, and that's hard for people like us.
Yeah.
How many episodes have we put out this year, guys? Like, we're down
And
significantly.
you guys said too. You guys aren't putting out episodes every week anymore, and that's
this year I
fine.
think it's been about 5 or 6, maybe. Maybe.
Quality over quantity, in my opinion.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
think
We're here when we need to be, and I think that's especially like because you can relate. You have a job. You're leaving to go to work here
Mhm.
in a couple hours.
Right.
you have a job, you have a life outside of it too that you have to maintain, and then you got to come back and put all this effort into it. We have kids and families and shit on top of jobs, and it's just not the easiest to keep up with.
No, and the fact that you guys have done 100 episodes and this is your 100th episode, like that's fascinating. Like that's awesome. Because I see people give up after 3 months of streaming. I've been at this for 7 years. My daughter just turned 7, so yes, I've been at this for 7 years.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, and I haven't grown much, but I mean, I'm the past 2 years alone have been my biggest growth, and learning how to do all that and learning how like teaching myself how to do that.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that. Hold on, Jeff. I think it's funny that she mentioned that that you haven't grown much, but you've really put in the effort the last 2 years or so. That's been your biggest growth. I can relate to that because we just hit our 3rd year anniversary, March 10th. So a couple weeks ago. Our first 2 years, like when we hit our 2 year anniversary last year, we only had 200 followers. And now we have 1,000. So like we had 800 followers last year. Like, to us though, like we've said it multiple times. We don't really care if we build a bunch of followers. I see the numbers. I see the download numbers of the show. I know we have loyal listeners every week that listen to our show, and it's pretty cool. And I appreciate those people so fucking much. Like, it's not really
absolutely.
Yeah, it's not really about like the numbers. Like
it's about the loyal, like the friendships. Like I've made so many friends doing this, and I've like everything has. That's what I did this for, is to make friends. I didn't do this to get big and all that. And the fact that I have more than one viewer of a stream is actually very nice. But I didn't do it for that. I did this so I can make friends out like in a gaming setting. Because it's hard to do in a small town. Like you don't make friends that are in the like people out here want to go hunting and they want to do like stuff like that. They don't want to play video games or anything like that. They're not. No, that's what people do in these backwater small towns. You guys can relate. I mean,
yeah, we can.
20,000 out in the middle, like there's cows in the backyard, like. Yep. So.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I've noticed with you guys too. Like you guys have grown a lot. Even with me, like meeting you guys and getting to know you guys, I've seen a lot too. So.
Yeah,
it's been an adventure.
It's fun, like. And honestly, like I can't speak for you or other content creators, but like if we grow, that'd be awesome. Like if we got to the point where we're making a bunch of money doing this, that would be fucking sweet. Anyone that says that it wouldn't be is lying their fucking
They're lying
ass.
to your face.
If I could quit my job tomorrow and do this full time, I would love that. But if I can't, if we never get that big, even if we never get another follower again, I think that I can't really speak for you guys either, but I know I personally don't care. Like I just totally like doing this show every week, or not every week anymore, but whenever we do it with you guys, it's just a good time.
What I was thinking about was switching to YouTube as well. I'm like, when I tried Mixer, I mean, some people came over, but Mixer doesn't have the genre of community that I wanted. So it just didn't work for me. You guys got to find, that's the thing with content creators too. You have to find what works for you. That's why I know you guys are doing YouTube. That's why I'm doing YouTube. I feel like YouTube, you can just have the archives right there. That's why I'm doing it. So I don't have to restream the game again like 3 years later. Because I've been doing that. I've been streaming the game at least like certain games I've streamed like 3 times. So.
I'm waiting for that Final Fantasy X stream again. You just finished it in like December, but
yes, it was so good. I had so much fun. I did the Chocobo racing. I got 0-0 on that. On my Vita file, I'm actually almost done with the Sphere Grid. I'm almost platinum on my Vita file, so I'm really excited about that.
Talking about the Vita, I gotta get myself a charger from Amazon or for some place to charge that freaking thing.
It's a micro USB. Unless you use like an iPhone.
I think the old Vita, the original Vita wasn't though, was
that's what I have. I have the OLED Vita that needs that stupid proprietary freaking charger. Sony, why do you keep doing this fucking bullshit?
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you could find one at Gamestop.
Do I really want to go to that freaking
nice
bankrupt
segue,
bullshit?
My friend's a manager at GameStop. Like he's a store manager, and he's just.
I know Danny's got some shit to say about GameStop right now.
Yep.
bunch of shit.
All right, go ahead.
I don't care.
I'm
man.
gonna-
I'm gonna a bunch of stock in GameStop.
I'm gonna step back from this conversation, judging that I was a assistant store manager for 5 years. So,
Oh wow.
No, actually, you should be at the hem of the
I was
conversation.
gonna say, honestly, I
because
can give as much insight into this
freaking
as-
have inside
Sure,
information
inside scoop.
to how they work, man. And it's like we need a spy for GameStop.
oh yeah, I mean, just ask me questions. I'll be as
Okay.
honest as I can.
I'll
be.
ask you the first question, Jeff.
Okay.
Is GameStop essential?
No.
No.
I said I actually said this when this whole stuff was going down. I said if they would have made me work during all this shit, I would have told them to shove that job up their ass. Because that was what I made my living on, but that's bullshit. That is
Alright.
absolute bullshit.
So
I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna ask you a question then. Did GameStop, when you were working there, did they ever took precautionary measures to clean up those freaking cases? Because I know for a fact some of those cases, some of those like
Little like 4-year-olds coming up
Yeah,
to
I
their
mean,
faces and touching them.
I mean, we never like disinfected stuff like on the store shelves, but we definitely if there were people brought in cases that were dirty, or I mean, I've had cases that smelled like a
Like-
cat pissed all over them.
Like jizz stains in between the plastic and the paper.
Exactly. Those anime games. Sometimes people get excited.
Oh, God.
Yeah, those anime figures they have on shelves now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That are basically naked.
Yeah.
God.
Gotta over sexualize the female characters.
Of course.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
You know something that I find funny about that society is this.
Oh
I-
God, Marlon.
I've
Marlon.
seen this.
Hit it.
I've seen this. I have seen this in Twitter. I have seen this in Twitch. I have seen this stuff like that.
Is this added to the drinking game when he goes on an offshoot rant? Is that on the drinking game?
You could probably
I feel
put it
like
on.
it should be.
You could probably
Yeah.
put it on. Here's the thing, though. I love how Twitch specifically loves being how it's like, okay, white male dude takes off his shirt, banned. White female takes half of her blouse, and it's like, oh, you did something great. Here's 10,000 more followers for you. I'm like, no.
Like Amaranth with her, when she was playing with her dog supposedly, and they got a good look at her upskirt. She wasn't wearing underwear. She got banned for 1 day, and then they revoked her ban.
About getting clouds.
Yeah.
Where it's at.
So here's the thing for me is like I love how we get this movements of the Me Too movement, or we get these movements about
Marlon?
how women should not be sexualized and how women should be respected, right? And then we have all of this in Twitch that literally promotes this bullshit, and I'm like, excuse me, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. That's not what your message is about, and yet you're doing it.
And so I'm gonna chime in a little bit on this. I feel like
Yes.
women know that they can capitalize on it, and that's why they do it. They know what the male audience wants, and that's why they do it. And Twitch allows it because it gets the money. So that's
And
the
more,
reason.
more power to them too. Like
Yeah,
if you can
exactly.
exploit a weakness in the opposite sex for money,
God.
absolutely. Like it's funny because the guys that bitch about it are the same ones that watch it.
I
So
know.
like
That's the thing that gets me about
you're
it.
gonna
Like,
sit here and you're gonna bitch about titty streamers,
Really?
but you're over there in the chat fucking right now. Like take your ass
For the
down.
record, we
What?
will be starting our AEG OnlyFans soon. It's all around.
Barbecue
We're gonna
sauce,
get that-
Lord.
barbecue sauce fest, or I'm not paying for it.
Jello fighting. Actually,
$25
Marlon
a month subscription.
Jello fight.
No, we're not doing that.
Yes.
We're not doing that. Okay, no, first of all, for the
Speedo,
AEG,
Jello, rest-
Yeah.
so for the AEG fans only, what we need is Dalton to go to his
Did
painting
you just
machine.
call it fans only?
Yeah, he called it fans only.
Fans only. Go to his
it's really
painting freaking truck, get a couple of pellets there, and then sell them on freaking AEG fans only website for like $10,000. This is the balls that I've been playing with the past couple of days. You want to buy them? Here you go. Freaking
Where am I getting these balls from though? I don't know.
The pellets for the painting, bro.
The beads
what?
Yeah.
that are this fucking big? Like,
Yeah, you
can't
could
see
probably
them?
sell those shits for like $10,000 if somebody could sell freaking urine water for crying
We'd have
out
a
loud.
better chance selling AEG bath water.
I was about to say the bath water. Guys,
We could sell
get it.
dick scented candles.
Capitalize on that.
Yeah,
Gotta throw some of that beard hair in there, though.
there you go.
Oh.
We'll
And the
start
worst
a
thing about it-
picture. Twitter.
We're
We've
joking
already
about
talked
this.
about
I see
doing
Marlon
AEG.
cringing over there. He's just like, ah.
We're joking about this, but I'm pretty sure there's some listener out there that's going, I wouldn't mind buying that. You know, I wouldn't mind buying Dalton's beer.
It's me. I just buy every fucking one of them.
Look out for the Speedo calendar.
We did.
Coming
I was gonna say
2021.
we talked about doing a calendar before.
Like a monthly, like each
Do
of
it.
us
I buy it. Shoot. I'll put it right here. And then when I'm
Yes.
streaming, like, we can have a picture of Dalton just, like, right there with his, like, I don't know,
He can
boudoir.
be wearing his construction vest and nothing else.
Yeah.
There.
Perfect.
God. Oh,
A
my
very
This
strategically
episode
placed
is
hard
going
hat.
off the rails.
Yes, a strategically placed hard hat. I love that, Danny. That's awesome.
We will do anything for clout.
Oh my god. Like Animal Crossing giveaways?
Yes.
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 Which is where we were going with that.
Yeah, we
before
were.
it went sideways.
This is why
AEG
she's here.
Fans
for segue.
only.
She's a hey, first of all, she's a moderator in a Discord. I think she can moderate 4 guys that are going off the rail talking about freaking, you know,
Oh, maybe.
calendar. Fucking.
I don't think so, Marlon. I can't even reel you in half the time.
Yeah, you can. I just choose not to. There's a difference. Okay.
Oh man, but no, it's
Everyone connect at home, just take a drink whenever Marlon goes on a crazy rant, like you guys said.
yeah, just like, yeah, they're probably already hammered.
You wouldn't last. You wouldn't last. Like literally, like the first freaking minute is just me ranting about why the fuck does Discord never fucking load my messages? Bullshit. So nah, it's not. Like half of the time, I don't
Anyway.
even know what you're talking about your messages, man. Like I'm looking at the Discord, I'm like, oh shit, 25, 26 pages from Dalton. It's like, I forgot about that.
We'll have to do a poll though, because we'll have to do a poll on Twitter and see if people would join a public Discord for
You should.
AEG, and if they would buy our calendar.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yes to
But-
both.
Anyway, fake giveaways. I've seen it a lot on Twitter lately with all the Animal Crossing, especially with the limited edition Nintendo Switch. It's been everywhere. Like everyone's giving one of these fucking things away, and then they're not responding to people. They're not even like I've seen a lot of people like actually calling them out in the comments and stuff too, because like the giveaway, like they'll put like a date on it, like okay, you got to do this, this, and this by this date. And then on this date, we'll mail it out to you. And then that gets to that day, and they never hear shit from that person. And they're like, you know, they're doing it for followers. You guys talked about clout, which is something I had to Google a couple weeks ago as well. It's going to be like a daily segment on this show because I had no idea what that was until a few weeks ago. Yeah, so you guys talk about
Now-
that. And
And now it's
I don't know
time
if
for
anyone
what
wants
is this internet term?
yeah,
What is this millennial terms? I have no.
Yes.
I have yet
Millennial.
to Google what a simp is either, by the way. So,
Oh, I googled it. I googled
oh,
it.
you had to Google it too.
I
So there-
googled it because it's like a guy that very much so fancies a woman.
What?
A guy that very much so like likes a girl. Like they really like that person and would do anything for them.
Okay.
It's a
we
simple.
already talked about those
Basically,
guys.
like they will do anything that she says, even if it goes against their moral code, as long as if
Isn't
it
it-
pleases her, even if it's not freaking girlfriend stuff like that.
No,
Isn't that the same thing as a crush?
No.
Yeah.
Even
Kinda.
if it means
It's like a simpleton.
Apparently, no. The internet had to come up with a term for
It's
it.
a short term for simpleton. I'll read the actual. Let me read.
Okay,
this.
yeah. Urban
that.
Dictionary, that shit.
No, it's actually like in the actual dictionary. It's
Oh,
like-
is it?
Yes, it's a simple person lacking common sense, a fool or a simpleton, a man who foolishly overvalues a woman and puts her on a pedestal.
There you go. For those of you like me, yep. For those of you like me who are complete morons and don't know what that is,
Yeah, I had
That's-
to Google that after he said that.
I had no idea. Like, I've been seeing on the internet the last couple of days. I'm like, I need to Google that. I need to find out what the hell that means. Because if we're gonna run a podcast, we got to know what we're talking about, especially in the community that we're supposed to represent. So,
You gotta think like a TikToker, like the zillennial young kids. You gotta learn their terms like yeet and YOLO and all that.
Yeah, I had to Google TikTok the other day, or not the other day, probably like a month ago.
You had to Google what TikTok was?
Yeah, I didn't know what the
Oh my
fuck that was. And then everyone's like, "Oh, it's like Vine." So I'm like, so I like shamelessly have to
Did you
Google
not know what
Vine
Vine
was.
was?
And then they're like, "Oh, that's fucking old." Like, my wife even made fun of me for that. She's like, "Dude, the hell is wrong with you?
I'd
Like,
make
you're on the
fun of
internet
you.
all the time, and you don't know what these things are." I don't know what the hell I'm doing on the internet.
So, have you guys? How many Animal Crossing giveaways have you seen?
Minus the ones that we've done, probably like 30.
Oh wow! Yeah.
We will be giving away Jeff's Animal Crossing Switch.
Whoa. I have, like, if you did that, my girlfriend sitting right next to me would be pissed if she gave away her Switch.
Look at his face. He just went like, "Oh no, please, I want to go."
No.
And no.
You're the one that has to deal with that, not us.
All we gotta do is say we're giving hers away, and then we don't do it, and then we
Yeah.
get a bunch of followers.
To be fair to AEG, like I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we've done a handful of giveaways. We haven't done one in a while, but we
Yeah, we've
always
done no
we always follow through with our giveaways.
Marlin's bathwater.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I will admit,
Gee,
like,
really? Look,
Another poll: would you buy a Marlin's bathwater?
Oh
Yes.
God.
And what's the most you pay for it? If
First of
yes.
all, I don't even
Sorry,
have a bathtub, for crying out loud. Okay, I have a
No.
shower.
All you have to do is just shower while standing in a bucket,
Oh, God.
and all of it will just
Or just like put
collect.
your feet in like a bucket and just sell your feet water.
Yes,
Oh my God.
There you go.
You can cater to all sorts of people with that.
yes.
Hey, look for videos
Oh,
of
there,
Marlin
yeah.
showering in a bucket.
Oh God, this
Those are
would
coming.
on our OnlyFans.
Yes, our fans only.
Oh God, like here's the thing for me. This is my thoughts about giveaways for people that just do it for clout and just doing it for just getting followers. You have better chances of winning the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstake than getting those fucking giveaways from those motherfuckers. Okay, they're just doing it to get likes. They're just doing it to get money out of you. They are not gonna give you shit.
And here's the thing too. People will unfollow after that shit.
Yep.
And people see right through it nowadays. So I don't know.
Yeah, and like to the people that enter those, I don't blame them at all. Like, what's the harm in following someone, entering a giveaway, and then even if you find out it's fake, who gives a fuck? You're not out anything. You tried to win something. Who gives a shit? And then you unfollow, like Chi said. You're not out anything. So I don't blame those of you that fall for it or anything, because fuck it. Why not try to win something free? I'm with you, but it's just the people that are posting these things. Why? I guess I don't understand. Like, they're gonna unfollow. They're gonna leave. Like, what are you doing?
Because,
Give a better,
because
do
I feel
smaller
like,
giveaways, and then retain followers and actually give shit away.
Because they don't want to spend money. That's the thing. They don't want to spend the money for it. They just want to get like the easy likes and stuff like that. For example, let's say that you put a post that says, "Hey, we're doing an Animal Crossing sweepstake and giveaway right now," and it goes viral. Okay, because you're gonna give away 45,000 copies of the game, sign and everything. Okay, and
You can sign shit, give it away. Fucking
Another poll.
another poll. Like, well, would you like to have Jeff's Animal Crossing signed by everyone from AEG with a note
Yeah,
that
that
says
actually
"fuck
would be
you"?
kinda cool.
Okay, at the
With a
end.
side of Marlin's
Yeah.
bathwater. Get it. Come on.
Yeah, Marlon, just sign the bucket that you
One of
use.
a kind, collector's edition.
What? We're gonna sign the bucket. I'm gonna send it to Dalton. He's gonna sign it on the bottom. Send it to Cole. Sign the after that. Then send it to Chitose.
Yeah.
Going, with love from freaking San Francisco. Okay. So no, it doesn't work like that. But the thing is,
I mean, it can work like that.
It's
I mean,
going
if somebody
to
buys that, for like 10 grand, 25, we can split it 5 ways. We can do that. But here's the thing: they do it for the easy like, to do it for the stuff like that. And even if a lot of people don't follow through with the unfollows, like you were saying, Dalton. A lot of people just say, "Okay, he screwed me over. I'm gonna unfollow." Those are the people that care. Half of the time, the people don't really care. So now you created this viral thing that went 45,000 likes, 45,000 views, and stuff like that on Twitter, and then you get 10 grand followers out of that. People are
Dude,
gonna look. People are gonna look at your follow list and go, "Oh shit, this guy actually did a sweepstake, and he went from 45 to 65. Wow, he's actually legit." Without realizing that, hey, it's a fucking scam.
Yeah, I'm a fucking lunatic with that kind of shit, man. I'm constantly on AEG's Twitter. I go through the follower list that we have and the following.
Yep.
And I make sure if someone unfollows us, I unfollow that motherfucker right away. I'm like on that shit. It might take me a week or two, but I make sure. Like, so if you follow us and then unfollow us, like,
I will find you, and
Yeah.
I will find you, and
I'll unfollow you. Like, cause we don't do
I
follow
did
for
the same
follow.
thing.
Yeah,
It's
but-
ingenuine.
Yeah, but we
I
do
don't
try to
get it.
follow back. Like, if you're a gamer and you follow us, we try to follow you back. We'll check out your stuff and as much as we can because we're always looking for people to interact with. So typically, we will follow you back. But like, I go through that shit and make sure like if you unfollow us, you're getting unfollowed.
That's the thing about Twitter, though. Like, okay, I don't care if you unfollow me, if I unfollow you, and if I unfollow you because you're being ridiculous, or if you're just, boring and
creep.
I don't get many creepers actually. I don't know why, but I'm one of those people that I'm immune to it.
Yeah. Well, it's
Knock
because
on
you
wood. Knock on wood on that. Okay.
It's because you wrecked them in your fucking Twitter post before they get a chance to do it.
I
You start smashing people, and it's awesome.
I'm trying to get better at that. I'm trying to be like a lot nicer of a person, but sometimes people are they just need to be told that they're wrong,
Oh, absolutely. I don't see a problem with it. I know you're trying to be nicer, but I personally love it.
Some people do. Some people are like, yes, Chi, do it. Rip into all of them.
Yes.
And it's like, I'm like, maybe. But no, if I unfollow you, you can unfollow me. I don't care. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like
We've
if
never,
I find your content unlikable, then you're more than welcome to unfollow me too. I have no qualms, nothing bad. But if you unfollow me for like no reason, and we're like mutuals and all that, I'm sure as hell gonna unfollow you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like you got those people that'll follow you, and then as soon as you follow them back, they'll wait like a day or two sometimes. Sometimes they just do it right away, but
I actually have a story about that.
oh yeah.
I
Here we go.
got into a fight with somebody on Twitter because she lied to everybody. She's popular too. She's popular in the Final Fantasy community. And she did to my friends in Discord too. Like I have multiple counts of people who told me, yeah, she's done it multiple times. I'm not gonna say any names because I'm a nice person. You guys do what you will with that.
I don't know who you're talking about, so I can't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure she probably doesn't listen to the show, so go for it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I forgot. I don't even know what her name is anyway. But anywho, she followed me and I followed her back because everyone's like, oh, she's a nice person. I'm like, okay, I'll follow her back. 2 days later, she's unfollowed me. And I'm over here like, okay, so I unfollow her. And then someone suggests that I follow her. And I said, no, she unfollowed me after 2 days of me following her. And then she goes out and lies and says she never followed me. And so she did this to one of my other friends too. It's just so ridiculous what people will do for clout.
Yeah.
And people will do for that number. I'm like, I just don't follow people back unless they interact with me. That's how I have my numbers.
Yeah, someone posted, like, I saw a post the other day, too. It's like, someone posted, like, hey, yeah, I finally have more followers than people I'm following. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, if you're one of those people that doesn't follow people back, that's fine. Like, I don't care if you follow 3 people and have 10,000 followers. I don't give a shit. But, like, the people that are bragging about it, like.
I do.
You brag about your ratio?
I don't brag about my ratio. No, I care about the people that are like, oh, I only have like 10 followers to like 10,000. I'm like,
right.
I'm like, how do you? And they're not like with a check mark or anything. They're like no one really particularly important.
Right.
Or they just follow somebody and then they do a mass unfollowing. I'm like, how?
Yep. No, I completely. I just don't know why you would brag about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm following 210 people, but I have 212 followers.
And I try to explain that to people on Twitter. I do not follow back. I have, and it's not because like I care about my numbers. It's because I care about the interaction. I chose my Twitter experience. That's why I don't grow as fast as a lot of other people because I don't follow everyone back.
Right. It's funny because you were recommended to us fuck, I don't remember who. I can't remember. I'm getting old, but I think we've been following you for almost a year now.
Yep.
Say, and
Yep.
it took you about probably like 2 months to follow us back, if I remember right.
It's probably because I didn't see it.
No, it's probably because you didn't know what we were. You know what I mean?
Probably, yeah. Or I
like, you're
just
not
didn't see you.
You're not gonna follow back. I mean, unless like because we started interacting with you, and you're like, oh, okay, you know what I mean. So sometimes people aren't gonna follow you back until you start becoming like at least a little bit.
Yeah, and I
with
look
them.
too, and I look too, even before like interacting. Like I say interaction, but I look through people's Twitters that follow me.
Right.
If you're just posting only your now lives, or if you just talk about content creating all the time, I'm not gonna want to look at that. I even have those words muted for a reason. Like I just cannot. It just bothers me, like my mental health, when people constantly only talk about content creating.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta throw in some funny posts every once in a while too.
And personable. Like if you're more personable, that's how you're gonna grow too.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that on the AEG page because it's like
Right.
it's a whole like page. It's not
It's
just
just
one
groups of
person.
you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you guys tend to post more other things like your opinions and stuff, which is actually really cool. I very much so enjoy that.
Yeah, we've just started doing that recently.
I love it. I
Trying to
love
break
it.
it out of the.
I love the tea from your last episode. I was like, ooh, they talk. Ooh. I saw that. I was like, ooh, retweet. I was excited.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot more of that from us. I think we all agreed after the last show that we're gonna do more of that.
Absolutely.
Because like the last show was
trying to piss off boomers, or
What? Are you gonna go for Generation X now?
look, we're not trying to piss off boomer. If you're a boomer, I have no problem with the fact that you're a boomer. You know what I mean? It's if you're an asshole.
It's a mentality. It's the mentality.
Exactly.
I don't okay boomer unless you have like the mentality.
I've actually never used it, but we were talking about last week.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't know, we weren't even saying it. We were just talking about it. The coronavirus. A lot of people from our generation were calling it the boomer remover. Like I saw the hashtag, and like we weren't like pro or anti boomer remover. Like it was just we brought it up in our coronavirus conversation.
That's just what they call it. Here's the thing, though, and the thing that makes me laugh about this whole situation.
I thought
like,
it was funny.
I just find it funny that we know that boomers are generation of after the war. Everybody knows that, but not just millennials, but Generation Z, they're seniors, stuff like that. They're using it to anyone who might be even close to being 30 years old. And I'm like, that's not how it works, brother. That's not how generation naming works. If you're gonna call me a because this is the thing for me though, because like I was talking on the other day, and it's like, and I said something to somebody, and I guess they didn't like what I said, and it's like, okay, boomer, and I'm like, the fuck?
You're not a boomer. You're.
It's like that's the thing. Like I'm a millennial. What are you talking about? I was like,
I'm actually on the very last year of being a millennial.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm 27.
What year were you born? Oh, okay, so
93.
93. Yeah, I'm 91.
Okay.
I'm the young one here.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. No.
I'm just a little
so-
old. That's all.
I'm just a little old. That's okay. It's okay to be old. Older the wiser. But no, it goes both ways too. Millennials are the older folk, Gen X, boomers. They like to say that we're the ones out eating Tide Pods and doing like crazy.
Yeah, like that was us.
Like that was us. So I'm like,
No.
come on, you guys don't even like recognize millennials.
And it's funny too because they like to talk about all
like
the stupid.
12.
Yeah, they like to talk about all the stupid shit we do and the stupid shit Gen Z does. The only reason like it's more widely spread and widely available for us and the Gen Zs is because we have had the internet for how long? Those idiots didn't have the internet when they were kids, so we didn't get to document the dumbass shit they did, and it didn't spread across the country like it does now.
Dude, can you imagine if we had social media when freaking Woodstock happened? Can you imagine the amount of bullshit we would have freaking seen in that? Like, no, I'm sorry. Like you people who were born in that era, who had to enjoy all their stupidity without nobody documenting it on video camera, on phones, on text, on cell phone, or anything of social media. They could have said, hey, I had a wonderful childhood, and that's it. They're not going to say, oh, I put a fucking fork in the fucking outlet and got shocked, you know? It's like...
Yeah.
So,
it's just we could go into the whole generational thing and just completely roast each other with it, but
Dude, man, you
I would prefer not to. But that was probably like one of the things. Like Danny brought it up. I know that's probably one of the reasons we lost like 20 some odd followers after that last episode. I mean, but I want to make it known I wasn't ragging on boomers. I was actually ragging on Gen Z more than I was boomers because those idiots going out for St. Patrick's Day, and I didn't rag on the spring breakers yet, but they hadn't become a thing when we recorded the last episode.
Carlin who lives in Miami is like, oh my god, don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah. Spring breakers are fucking morons too. I just want to say
regretting it now, which is like, are you fucking serious right now? You fucked it up, and now you want to fucking say you regret it? Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah. But that's probably what happened, I'm sure.
No, trust me. Here in Miami, they just sent a notification or an alert system that says you cannot go out unless it is actually necessary for any type of thing. Like, for example, if you need to go buy provisions or stuff like that, you can go out. But if it's like, just go out there for the fucking beach and like, hey, I'm taking a selfie, and I'm gonna be like, no, that doesn't work, brother. Just stay home. Like, I'll give you an example. World War I, World War II, Vietnam War.
Coronavirus.
They were asked to go out and defend the country. For this generation, all they're asking them is to stay home in your fucking couch. You can do that. You can do that. So don't give me that bullshit, okay? Okay, guys from the freaking from the 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, 60s, they went out and fucking fought in a war. They didn't want to do it. All we're being asked for is to stay at home and not fuck anything up. And people cannot even do that. I'm sorry. What the fuck, man? So,
I mean, has this kind of affected you at all? Like your life, obviously you can't go to the gym much anymore, but like other than that, has it had an impact or?
For me, a little bit. My work, I work with the intellectually disabled.
Okay.
I work with people who are, they can't take care of themselves. They can't go do anything, and they're getting frustrated. So work has been a little bit on edge, and my coworkers have been affected, and they're taking that aggression out on me. So I'm having a little drama at work. I have a coworker who hates my guts and just like takes every little ounce of her anger out on me, which is, I mean, whatever. I don't care.
Right.
But like, my town, people are still going out anyway. People are still doing things anyway. I couldn't go. My daughter no longer lives in the same state as me. She lives with her dad in Minnesota. I couldn't go out there for her birthday because of it. She had to cancel her birthday party. Yeah, she's 7. She just turned 7. So. Yeah.
Well, happy birthday from everyone at AEG. Make sure you let her know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's just been very stressful. My roommate works in retail. She works at the bakery, at the grocery store.
So not getting laid off.
No, I'm not getting laid off. Naki has a little since they're not doing any construction or anything, they have a lot less he looks for lines in the ground and then he marks them. He's 811 essentially.
Okay.
Yeah, so he does that. That slowed down a bit, but he still has some work to do. So, but other than that, it's been pretty okay. Most things are closed here, but Starbucks still has a line like 3 miles out.
Yeah, it's probably worse now because people can't go inside.
Yeah, like everyone, like all the restaurants have like long drive-throughs and.
Oh God.
So people are still out driving around.
Yes, in my town, yes. People, yeah. And there's people outside. I mean, like, I get it. You guys can go outside for walks and stuff, but there's like people packed outside today because it was our first nice day. Like Monday will be the first time we reached the 60s this year. Monday's gonna be jam-packed everywhere, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, my wife and I just went for a walk yesterday. It was like almost 70 degrees here yesterday.
Oh wow!
So we went for a walk at our local reservoir, which was nice because there wasn't a whole lot of people there. Surprisingly,
it was super nice yesterday.
It was like quiet.
Yeah. Surprisingly, people around here, they've been pretty much staying home. They've been doing what they're supposed to do. it's been nice. Like the first like couple days, our grocery stores were pretty much sold
Yeah,
out. But
we're
now they're.
still out of toilet paper.
Oh really?
Yeah, we're
Our
still.
Walmart and our other stores have toilet paper now and paper towels and all that stuff. So I think people got their stuff out of the way here,
Things have definitely calmed down.
and people are staying home.
People are still freaking out, and we just got our first COVID related deaths today in the state of North Dakota. So
Oh really?
yeah, we just had our first one. Yep, and people are now even more.
I think we're at what 19, Dalton, Danny?
19 deaths.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
But we only have like tested. We only had 43 tested positive out of like 500 tests. But
That's good.
yeah, it's still isolated. It's just old
I
people
gave
like
up.
going outside.
It's just so crazy to talk about, like, oh, we've only had one person die. That's not so bad, like just the way that we talk about like that.
Yeah.
It's because we're all so numb to it now. You know what I mean? We know how things work. We know about like the flu and how many people that kills a year, and just
ink on my phone. So
here's something that somebody told me, and when he said it, I wanted to punch him in the face. He says, "You know what's the great thing about this coronavirus?" And I'm like, "All right, let's see what you have to say."
God, here we go.
Yeah, it's a bad conversation when that's how it starts off.
And he goes, "We're no longer having people shooting up the schools nowadays." And I'm like, "Are you fucking serious right now?" I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "Are you serious right now?" And he's like, "Yeah, man." I'm like, "Fuck." I'm like,
I saw 15 wild turkeys on my way. I posted on Twitter. I was surrounded by them. There was on the road and on both sides of the street. Just wild turkeys on my way home.
Humans aren't out fucking shit up right now. We're fucking.
Yep. There's dolphins in freaking Venice. There's something that's have been seen.
Roadkill numbers are gonna rise when we all get out of this. That's awesome though. I mean, it's definitely like the U.S. I feel like we should definitely touch on that. We just hit over 100,000.
Yeah.
Confirmed cases, and that's more than even China had. China was only like
80, I saw that. Yeah.
82,000. So we now have more confirmed cases than China, and shit's definitely not dying down yet.
And we haven't even peaked yet.
No, we haven't even peaked. And here's the thing, though. Like, if you go back in history and you start looking at the Spanish flu, for example, that one came in waves. Okay, so the first case, not a lot of people got died from it. A lot of people got sick, but not a lot of people died. And that happened for about 2 months. Then the next wave came around 3 months later, and then that killed a lot of people. And then, so my concern with this coronavirus is, let's say, for example, that by April the 14th, the 15th, to say a number or a date, this says, oh, you can go back to work and stuff like that. What if that sparks an even bigger outbreak because some people still have the freaking coronavirus and now they're just passing it because they have more interaction with each other? And two, what if next year the coronavirus comes back and people went back to their old ways of not cleaning up their hands, not washing their stuff that they need to do?
People should be doing that all the time, though.
They should be doing that all the time, but they don't. Like, if you look at a freaking Planet Fitness, you know for a fact that nobody cleans up their freaking benches and stuff like that.
I do.
I know you do, but you've seen it. You've seen it.
I mean, I worked in a long-term care skilled facility, like with germs and all that everywhere. I know how it is. I would have to wear a mask in a room and a gown in a room, and yeah, it's not fun. You don't want to get anything, so I'm very particular about cleaning.
Like, I'll give you a funny story about this. Before we closed the fitness center, we had a guy come in with a full hazmat suit to try to work out with that.
It's a way to lose weight because you sweat a lot.
I just looked at him and I go, "You're not gonna be working out with that, are you?" It's like, "Oh yeah, man, I'm making sure that I'm keeping germs away from my gains." And I'm like, "Take that out, grab some gloves, got some freaking wipers, and then use that. I don't need you to scare everybody in the fucking gym thinking there's fucking corona here, okay?" So, freaking people are stupid.
That's fucking weird.
But, however, this has given more gamers time to play video games. Not being able to go outside. That's like
Animal Crossing.
Gamers' paradise. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. I'm like the only person not playing it, I swear. I even made it today.
Yeah. I played the shit out of it. I loved it.
It
was my first
10 hours in the last couple of days.
Damn, yeah, it was my first ever Animal Crossing game, so.
So I know a lot
enjoyed
of
the
people
shit
are
out of it.
cheating and changing the clock and stuff.
Oh, I totally did it. I totally.
Yeah, totally doing it. Got a bunch of stuff from Dalton. He gave me like 2 million bells, and I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Dalton was
I
basically like 2 months in a matter of a
People are
week.
just gonna.
Really was.
Like, no.
So- Hold on, I want to just defend myself real quick since she felt it necessary to call me out.
No, you can defend yourself. I'm still gonna judge you about it. I didn't say
Listen,
shit. Okay?
Judge me all you want, but this is my reasoning. I'm literally going back to work next week. I have winters off. For those who don't know, I work construction, so I don't work in the wintertime. Literally next week, I'm going down to South Carolina for work, and I will not have time to play video games until at least November. So I didn't want to do the one day at a time thing. I wanted to play the game and enjoy as much as I can, build all the shit I wanted to build before I went back to work on Monday. That's where I'm at.
The town, and then you nuked the town. You didn't even leave it to enjoy yourself to come back. You just went, screw this, everything done.
You already
it's like,
sold it.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, come on, man.
If I want to
Sold
play
the
it
game
again,
and the console.
well, no, I have another console. My cousin wanted to play it, so I just sold it to him. But yeah, that's my reasoning. So judge me if you want to.
I just made a tweet about it. We'll see how it goes.
You talking shit about me?
Talking shit about Animal Crossers turning their clocks.
Yeah, I know it's frowned upon, and I get it, but like I feel like I have a valid reason to do it.
Technically, on my Nintendo Switch,
Everyone does right now. Everyone does right now.
on my
Okay.
Nintendo Switch, it's technically April 10th right now. So I'll just. Stick with that.
No, here's the thing. I'll say something. My girlfriend, she's been pissed the entire freaking week because she ordered Animal Crossing, and it has not arrived, and she's being absolutely like pissed the entire week. I'm like, "How you doing, honey?" And she's like, "I don't want to talk. I just want to play my Animal Crossing." Like, just I said, just buy it from freaking online. She's like, "No. I want the physical copy. I'm a physical girl. I want the freaking physical copy of the game. I want to hold it in my hands." And I'm like, just buy it digital.
And that's
You're
a
still
lot
going to
of-
play.
It's very important to a lot of people too to have that physical copy. And
I
that, we were
feel-
talking about that with Final Fantasy VII Remake as well. Everyone wants their physical copy, and everyone's so afraid.
I definitely feel like we talked about the physicality of Marlon's girlfriend on an episode or two back, didn't we?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. And
But
you
yeah,
still
I know
feel
I
the
agree
shit
with
about
you.
it.
Are you getting Final Fantasy VII Remake?
I am. I don't have a PS4 still.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we still got that little bet going on, or that little deal going on, where if you have to play The Last of Us, and then we all have to play Undertale.
It's so good.
I bought it on Steam and I downloaded it, expecting you to get a PS4.
I
And
actually
haven't
own it.
played
I bought Undertale on Steam as well, and I actually have been playing The Last of Us with Andrea, my girlfriend, the last like couple of days. So,
Yep,
but I will get to Undertale.
No, I'm not getting Undertale until she plays The Last of Us. And I really want to play Undertale too, but I'm making it a point not to right now.
Okay, until I was looking at the collector PS4s for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. They're making it. They announced it in Japan. I'm hoping they make it in the US too.
Ooh, that'd be cool. Yeah, I got the Steelbook version of Final Fantasy VII, and I know Marlon got the whole collector's edition with like the statues and everything.
Yeah. She's smiling over. Yes.
We're all pretty excited for it, and 7's not even like one of my favorites. Like, but I still love 7, but
You
it's
can judge me. It's not even in my top 5.
it's not my top 5 either. But I still like the game though. Like, that being said, I still like 7. I just think it's highly overrated, but I still love the game.
Okay, yeah, it's not a bad game. It's just highly overrated.
Yeah.
But of course, it came out with the PlayStation 1. It was exclusive, like back in the day.
It was like 3D models and stuff, and it
Yeah.
blew people away.
So I can see why it gets the hype it gets. I don't know. And I cosplay Aerith. So, I mean, I dress up as one of the characters, and yet I still don't understand the hype behind it.
Actually, Chi, have you thought about cosplaying as any of the characters from Final Fantasy series?
Yes, actually, I've been looking at a couple of. I got told I've not played Final Fantasy 15 all the way through, but that gray-haired chick, I got told I should cosplay her.
What the fuck's her name? Goddamn.
I forget her name. Like I don't.
I
Even...
love 15. No, is it Ari?
Arian, yeah, Arian. I don't know, something like that. I have wanted to do like maybe like a 10-2 cosplay of Yuna, like one of the sphere grids. There's been a couple. Rydia. I've been wanting to do Rydia from Final Fantasy IV.
Renoa would be cool.
Renoa would be cool. I could pull off Renoa. I could definitely do that. So, yeah, there's been a couple of ones I've been wanting to do. It's just, I want to get fit first. I want to get my life together before I get back into cosplay.
So you can do Aranea Highwind.
Yeah,
basically.
that's a thing.
So, here's the thing though. I saw somebody trying to do a cosplay of Lightning, and it looked really nice. For me, one of the cosplays that I would love to see, and people don't freaking do it as much as they should, is the cosplays for the Final Fantasy XI characters. That they tend to just go, because now we have Final Fantasy 14 or Avalon Reborn. It's been going on for now 5-6 years now.
11's a whole unique story too.
So, and even for 12, I mean,
okay, so I've wanted to do Fran for a long time, but I'm afraid that people are going to say it's like whitewashing because she that's the thing too. I'm really tall. I'm like 5'8". Like, I'm taller for a girl. I know
You already have the ears too, don't you? You got the Bulma ears.
Yeah, but I would make a whole new set for Fran.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's someone like ever since I started playing 12, I really like Fran.
I mean, Fran is a really nice, cool character.
I think so too.
Yeah. 12 was good though. Like, I hated it when I was a kid because I played 10 and I loved 10. So when 12 came out naturally, I was like excited for it.
I think that's the thing too. You either really like 10 or you really like 12. I don't think it's ever both.
Right, but when I played that remaster when it came out, 3 years ago now, I fucking loved it. Like, why did I hate this as a kid? But like, it's good. I actually really like 12 now.
That's a game I'd really like to go back and give it a shot, especially now with like with being at home and stuff like that. I'd like to sit down and try to really dig into 12.
It's a long game. You can it's like 10. You can probably put 100+ hours into that game. But it's really good, and it eventually plays itself if you want it to. That's appealing to the more casual gamer. And yeah, like, it's not a bad game.
Now you realize why that hairstyle reminded me. Freaking Riku. I'm like, wait, why am I looking at this like, why am I remembering something about freaking Final? Like, that's the thing, Riku.
I love Riku. I can't pull her off.
You can probably pull it off. I think you probably pull off Pain, Lulu, Riku.
Pain's someone I can pull off too. I have more of a Pain aesthetic than a Riku aesthetic. But yes, each Final Fantasy is really good.
Yeah.
I will say that. I just have ones that are more favored than others.
I'm a big 10 fan. Anyone that's listening to the show knows it. I got the tattoo. I got my son's middle name is Oren. For Christ's sakes.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah,
so
his middle name.
My daughter's middle name is Alexandria, which is like from the first city in Final Fantasy 9.
Oh, okay, yeah. I love Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, enough Final Fantasy talk.
Sorry.
No, it doesn't happen. We can go on about Final Fantasy. That's why I got to cut it off, because I can talk about Final Fantasy all fucking night. And Marlon already took us off the rails with his bathwater conversation.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you and your calendar. I don't want to hear that.
The calendar was Danny's idea, not mine. Don't pin that on me.
Just making sure we're right on time, Chi. Just
Danny's
sure
already fucking.
Oh, you're fine. You have about 30 minutes still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until I get ready.
We got a lot of polls to bring to you guys after this episode.
Oh my God. That's
So
gonna be Dalton's and Danu's job. I'm not touching
so
it.
many.
Calendar, a lot of polls, but no. I don't want to go down that path, Danny. You sick fuck. But
yeah, we're gonna have Jeff on December on the fireplace holding a freaking wine, half naked near the. It's going
on a bearskin rug.
On a bearskin rug. Oh God.
So if anyone has a bearskin rug, you can borrow for like.
Yeah, can we donate it? Because you probably won't be getting it back.
You can have it back.
You don't want it back.
God.
All right. Goddamn, guys. Fuck.
Everybody's like, I can't even deal with this right now.
I have it right here.
Yeah. I want to say, like, I have, like, whenever I've hosted a show, I've done a pretty good job of keeping the show, like, going well. This episode, I have failed.
It's that homemade wine, brother. It's that homemade wine that you drank, okay?
But it's so good.
It is. It's so much fun. Like, That's why I'm so glad you came back to the show, because I remember the first one we did. We had a ton of
It
fun.
was wild, and I thought I'd play the last. I don't have a PS4, and I was gonna say that, and I felt really bad, but I will eventually play The Last of Us, and you will eventually play Undertale, and you will love it. It is so good.
So just so you guys know, you've heard the first one, and you're gonna hear this one, and by the time we do Chi 3, it'll be the exact same thing. So
I don't have a PS4.
Yeah.
She's gonna say I have a PS5, but I still haven't
I have
bought
a
the
PS5, but it's not on the PS5, so sorry, guys.
Yeah. Anyway, I just want to say thanks again for being on the show.
I love being on the show.
Before we go into Jeff's announcement, obviously, like we always have a great time. We talk to you on Twitter a lot. You're one of our bigger supporters, and we appreciate it. Just want you to know we see it, and I see as many of your tweets as I can. I don't really scroll through Twitter a whole lot, especially recently, so I haven't been able to. That's why I don't know if you've noticed, but you'll see like I'll like 15 of your tweets in a row because I see them all like. Or like I'll be scrolling through the timeline and I'll see one of your posts. I'm like, oh shit, I better click, and I click on your profile and go down and read like some of your posts. Like,
I don't care. I'm just very forward and honest, and sometimes like I'm talking about everybody, and
that's
I'm
fair.
Cool. I'm
never,
cool.
Never stop talking shit. Ever.
All right.
But Jeff, you have an announcement.
I do.
Yeah. Jeff has an announcement to make, and it's gonna shock the world because
it's good. Yeah, I have not fully, but partially left Team Gaming Console and have joined Dalton in Team Gaming PC.
Welcome.
I bought a gaming PC a couple days ago. It should be here tomorrow, actually.
Golf clap.
It's a desktop. It's actually, from what Dalton and I figured out, it is more powerful than his laptop is.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. He's got an RTX 2070 coming, which is a badass graphics card. Definitely get you through for a long time, dude.
I was gonna say it was a pretty penny, but it's something I've kind of wanted to do for a long time. So I will be able to do more for AEG, and honestly, just have a wider option of stuff.
That's awesome.
So I'm obviously still going to be playing console games. Like it's not going to change that, but I'll be probably playing a lot of more stuff on PC since I did try.
Right, but now you'll be able to capture your console games on PC and be able to stream them better.
Exactly.
Using layouts and all that stuff.
Yep, and you can still stream console to PC even without a card. You can do it from.
Yep. So
here's
all
the
that
thing.
fun stuff.
So which means that now I can go to Jeff and tell him, "Hey, buddy, you're back to recording again."
Yep. Yes, you can.
We all have our parts.
And I don't have to worry about that shit anymore. Here's the thing. Half of me is happy that you got yourself a nice PC to play video games and stuff like that, do the recording and do the things that you need to do. The thing about a PC, so you got a tower or was it a laptop? Again,
It's a tower.
It's a tower, which means that now when the good shit comes out, he will be able to upgrade his stuff and be able to play video games and no problem at all. Now, I went into a discussion the other day about people telling me like, oh, the new consoles are gonna be a lot better than most PCs nowadays, or at least within the budget. And I'm like, yeah. At the beginning, because of the new chips that are coming out for the Xbox Series X and for the PS5, they're gonna be better than most PCs within that price range and stuff like that, or at least a little bit above that. But the problem with that is that that's only gonna last you for 2-3 years before the PCs catch up, and then
PCs catch up.
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm talking about price range. Because you could probably get yourself an RTX 2080
For the people who can't afford a Threadripper.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, like
that's the thing.
for what I just posted it in the Discord so you guys can see like what I have in it. But like what I got and what I'm paying was actually pretty surprising. Like it was actually on sale when I purchased it, and it was still over $1,000.
Yeah.
Are you building or pre-built?
It was pre-built. It was through Walmart. They have a contract through one of the like online sites that you can build your own. So you kind of like just pick, what model looks best for you, and that's pretty much what I did. I mean, I could have like I learned enough stuff doing this. Like I could have built my own, but for what I was getting and the amount of money I paid for it, like that was my best deal.
Yeah.
So.
As soon as it
That's
gets
what
here,
I
take it
did.
apart and put it back together.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
So
Be a man.
my gaming PC is about 2 years old. It's a pre-built, but I did like you said, I learned enough doing this that if I can go back and redo it, I totally would. And I'm still adding things to it, like I'm adding more RAM, adding like more
Right.
all that fun
All
stuff.
right, so I'm looking at the PC build. I'm just going to tell you a couple of things. Number one, the minute you get that PC, get yourself a 10 terabyte hard drive. Two, the 120 gigabyte SSD is okay. That should be fine. But that 1 terabyte HDD, that's going to be gone like that.
Yeah, I have a 1 terabyte and I hate myself for it.
So you better get yourself an external hard drive for that, buddy. I'm telling you that right now.
External
'Cause
SSD.
the SD,
What's
the
that hard
SSD is
drive
okay.
shit?
It's that hard drive that I'm like, 1 terabyte. Yeah,
You
that's
can
gonna
do it
last me.
eventually.
Yeah,
gonna
I
last
was
you
gonna
about-
say this
but-
already took a big hit for me. I'm gonna get the rest of the stuff a little bit at a time. Like I'm gonna get a good.
Tax money.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a good
For the
keyboard and
calendar.
mouse and
Just
everything.
to the calendar, brother, and get the money for the terabyte.
Oh,
hard drive.
She doesn't even
Don't worry.
have a console. She's fucking straight up all OG PC gamer.
Yeah.
Guys, when the stimulus check comes out, Jeff
I
can get his
know.
external hard drive, and she can get her PS4.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
It all
That's
comes
a
full
lot,
circle.
Dude, because I'm
I
looking
got-
at the PC and I'm like, yeah, dude, it's freaking awesome. It has a freaking Ryzen 7 2700, 32 gigahertz, a core NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070, 8 gigabytes
Nice.
HDD. It's a really freaking good PC. I'm just looking at the hardware. I'm going, yeah, that's not gonna last for about a couple.
Well,
of But
that-
then,
You cross
It'll be
that
on the
bridge when
list
you
of
come to it.
purchases.
no, I'm
But-
telling you that because my laptop has it. But the minute you start recording and stuff like that and start doing it onto the podcast, that shit takes up space really freaking quickly. That's
Right.
why I like, especially for the SSD, I'm constantly moving stuff from the SSD to the hard drive because of the lack of a thing that I have. And I have a laptop. I can't really
Right.
change it. so I'm a scrub. So yeah. So
Well, when we record the next episode of Oldies and Coldies, which we still need to release episode 3, that's coming soon, by the way. We gotta get it edited.
We did say March. I mean, we still got a couple of days.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen.
that ain't gonna happen. Right? That ain't gonna happen. Now, I mean, unless everybody gets together and make Oldies and Coldies Corona special. That's something
Look,
like
we
that.
had a lot of mic issues last time, but I still got a lot of positive compliments from people on that. So thank you for everyone that watched
Yeah,
it. We had a lot more fun making it. I promise. It
I
was
was
so.
like, scrolling through Twitter, I just ran into another Animal Crossing giveaway. Sorry.
See, it's probably fake. It's probably fake. But so yeah, we covered a lot on tonight's episode. We brought back an old guest. For the,
I have a conspiracy theory to run by you.
All right, well, quick conspiracy theory for the
Partially
show.
because I was super thankful that GameStop stayed open because I was able to get Animal Crossing Saturday morning. But do you think GameStop just stayed open so that they could release Doom and Animal Crossing?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like that played a part in it. That and their tanking stock.
Yeah,
Like
did you see that
our-
they were? I posted that thing in the Discord earlier that they're closing another 300 plus stores this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They're relatively smaller. We're a smaller city, but they had like an entire drawer of Animal Crossing. They said they sold out of.
Right.
yeah. I'm sure that played a part. Like I
Yeah.
said, that and they're not doing too well anyway, so they probably were they're hoping they could stay out as long as they could.
Yeah, it probably
all this
wasn't the
stuff going on.
only reason, but I mean,
That was my conspiracy theory. Was with 2 giant releases, they were at least trying to be like, we're essential enough to stay open until at least Saturday.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Because if you look at it, they started closing shit. What, Monday?
Yeah, something like that.
So
Might not
GameStop
even-
once again at their old schemes.
Yeah, well,
But anyway, we talked about a lot tonight. I just want to thank Chi again for coming back.
yes, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I love being here.
We'll definitely have to have you back again. 'cause
Oh, God.
every time it goes off the rails, and it's so fun. Like I was not able to keep anything on track, and I think it was one of our better shows because of it. So
Yeah, it was a fun one for sure.
we've started letting our opinions fly a little bit more, and I think that is going to be better for us in the long run anyway. So
You guys should just call each other out. Just be like, you turned your clocks back on Animal Crossing.
I totally did. I'm no shame. Yeah. I'm a fucking scumbag. But and again, thanks for being on here. Definitely can't wait to have you back. Well, obviously we'll keep interacting on Twitter like we always do, I'm sure. But yeah, guys, thanks for being on here. We'll be back. I guess next time we need to be back. We have no regular schedule now, so
Yeah.
Dalton's gonna be leaving.
Yeah, Dalton's gonna be leaving, so it'll be up to the
in like 8 months.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
it's up to these guys to keep the show running, and they did a good job last year with it. So
We'll get it. We'll keep it going for sure. Absolutely.
you might see a little less activity on our Twitter because I'm like the only one that does anything on there because these guys are bums.
Damn, call out.
I
mean-
tweet on there once in a while.
Yeah, I need to get back to doing it. I'll be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I'll
Get back to drunk tweeting. That's what I need to do.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Look for drunk tweets.
Episode 100 brought to you by Galvanized Grips. Use promo code AEG.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to shout them out. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at that.
The elites are super dope. These are
They're
like the
really
only
good.
ones actually.
They're really good.
Big fan.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I actually have a set of them too, and I really like them. I had to buy them though.
I'm thinking about buying another set of elites and then getting some for my Switch. So
Anyway, Chi, obviously, if you have anything to plug, absolutely go ahead and plug it because
Everything is typically Chitose official. CHITOSEOFFICAL. I also run the Northern Front. It's at Front Northern on Twitter. And yeah, you can usually just find me just on Twitter, and everything is in my pinned tweet on Twitter. So yeah, thanks guys for having me.
just look for the shit talking.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna do it for episode 100. See you guys next time, and thanks for listening.
Yes, thanks, guys.
bye.
Bye.
Fucking A.